Tonight, on a special prime time, some call them fanatics, living in a world of their own. The charming misfit who left the real world of people to live side by side with grizzly bears.
I love them with all my heart. I will protect them. I will die for them.
But did he cross the line where obsession became a bizarre, fatal attraction?
Come here and try to do what I do. You will die. You will die here. You will die here. They will get you.
Tonight, the wildest beast in this jungle may be the man himself. And they raised him like a son, put Mo the chimp in their wedding, slept in the same bed, ate at the same table. So how did that passion lead to a vicious attack?
911. I had a man down. We need an ambulance here now.
A blow-by-blow account of a couple ripped apart by the animals they loved.
The only thing I did was get down and tell him that he couldn't die, that he had to be okay.
But who's the real outsider, beast or man? They live by their own rules, out of place, out of bounds. Outsiders, a primetime limited series.
Hello, I'm John Quinones. Welcome to a special limited series of Primetime's The Outsiders. It's a look at a category of people who are a little bit different. You're fascinated by them, but maybe a little bit scared too. What pushes them to such extremes? Tonight, we're going to take you inside the mind of one such person. Some would say part madman, part Indiana Jones, part Dr. Dolittle. Whoever Timothy Treadwell was, he chose to live in the wilds, just a camera lens away from the fiercest grizzlies on Earth. Here's another look with Jay Shadler.
Beauty, said a poet, is but the first brief glimpse of terror. Welcome to Alaska, home of Beauty and the Beast. North American brown bears, commonly known as grizzlies, are among the most powerful mammals on Earth. With a swipe of their 5-inch claws, they can skin a salmon alive or bring down a moose. 1,000 pounds of brilliant contradictions. A docile creature grazing on grass, and a pitiless predator. Though attacks on humans are rare, swift decapitation is often the signature of their assault. So why is this man kissing them?
You're doing very well. Yes, you are doing very well. It's a cute bear. That's a beautiful bear.
By all accounts, Timothy Treadwell, who appeared more suited to a surfboard than a backpack, was a most unnatural naturalist, flirting with nature as if he were part of it.
I certainly can't seem to stay calm in a city or in the rest of my life, but I stay pretty 007 James Bond cool out here. I do say so myself.
For 13 summers, here along the coastline of Alaska's Katmai National Park, he lived with the big bears, as close perhaps as any human being ever has.
Go back in there and get some more fish.
And during the last 5 years, he shot some of the most magnificent and intimate footage of grizzlies ever recorded.
I seem to have adopted some kids. I've never had this happen before. Come on. They don't want to hurt me. They just need help.
Though neither trained as a biologist nor a photographer, his instincts were nearly always dead on. Hey!
It's okay. It's okay.
If they weren't, he knew very well he would simply be dead.
If I retreat, I may be hurt, I may be killed. I must hold my own if I'm going to stay within this land. For once there is weakness, they will exploit it, they will take me out, they will decapitate me, they will chop me into bits and pieces. I'm dead. But so far, I persevere.
Timmy likes to take chances. And so that was part of the attraction.
Timothy's friend, Warren Queenie.
I mean, it wasn't like he was, he was studying field mice. He studied grizzly bears.
Each winter, when Timothy left Alaska, his passion for experiencing the bears would turn into a mission to educate the public about them. His lectures were free, but he raised money from sponsors who supported him and his foundation, Grizzly People. Though this became his work, his love was born again each spring. The the snow and ice began to melt, and he'd migrate back to the Alaskan bush.
And I'm so thankful for every minute of every day that I found the bears and this place, the Grizzly Maze.
At times now, it almost seemed as if he wanted to become a bear.
He acted like bears when he was out there. When people would encounter him in the field and he'd be hiding, sometimes he'd start woofing like a bear.
Alaska state biologist Larry Van Dale understands the magnetism Timothy must have felt.
We want to be close to an animal like that. We feel this kinship. It's like a great big dog. It's like a friend. You want to befriend something that's that powerful and that beautiful, and it's a siren song calling you into the rocks.
It certainly called Timothy.
I think that's fair to say. I think it's fair to say that, yeah.
But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is no other place in the world that is more dangerous, more exciting than the Grizzly Maze. Come here and camp here. Come here and try to do what I do. You will die. You will die here. You will die here. They will get you.
Timothy Treadwell was born 48 years ago into a middle-class Long Island, New York family. Those who knew him say he was an ordinary, everyday kid who loved animals, whose best friend was Willie, a pet squirrel. In high school, he was a standout diver on the swim team. But his parents, a documentary film about Timothy's life, say his early success and confidence vanished.
He went off to Bradley University on a diving scholarship. I kept hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah, he did attempt to smoke marijuana in the house,
yeah,
but
he did.
They put the kibosh on that, but obviously he was doing it elsewhere. So.
He really wanted a new start, a fresh start. So when he went out to California, he was 19 or 20.
But he tested with the actors to get the bartender job on Cheers. And allegedly, he came in second to Woody Harrelson. How close to second, I don't know. But that is what really destroyed him, that he did not get that job.
An undertow of drinking and drugs was pulling him down. One night, he nearly overdosed on heroin. And yet, to most, he remained a charming misfit. One of the few people to ever get close was Jewel Paladine. She was a waitress at a restaurant where she and Timothy worked. Eventually, she would become his best friend, a lover for a time.
He was a lot of fun. He was flirty. He was mischievous, but he had a great heart.
Jewel also became the keeper of Timothy's darker secrets.
What made it impossible for you to live with?
He was an alcoholic. It's hard to live with someone that has a substance abuse.
The truth is, by the time Timothy Treadwell was 30 years old, his life's ledger was littered with a lot of entries labeled failure. If he wasn't going to drink himself to death, he seemed destined to just slip away into oblivion. But then something extraordinary happened. On a whim and a motorcycle, he came here to Alaska and discovered religion in the form of a grizzly bear.
There was a lot of bear beds, and he was a very tactile person, especially with animals. Kind of laid down in one of the bear beds and was just hanging out, and a bear came toward him, and he just laid there. And the bear kind of walked all around him. And he claims that he looked into that bear's eyes, and it looked back at him, and nothing happened. He felt that he saw a kindred spirit, and never had a drink again.
That I did. I gave up the drinking. It was a miracle. It was an absolute miracle. And the miracle was animals. The miracle was animals.
But perhaps the animals didn't believe in Timothy's miracles.
Up next, he would become a celebrity, pushing the bears.
You live with grizzly bears! And you're nervous of my little talk show!
But would his claim to fame also become his fatal attraction?
I love them with all my heart. I will protect them. I will die for them. But I will not die at their claws and paws.
Primetime, The Outsiders, will return.
I don't know why people don't know about this. I don't know why I didn't know.
I've never heard of this. I'm just shocked.
I just found out that cervical cancer is caused by certain types of a common virus, HPV, human papillomavirus.
A cancer caused by a virus. I didn't know that.
Millions of people already have the types of HPV that can cause cervical cancer and other diseases.
You could have HPV.
HPV and not even know it.
For most women, HPV clears on its own, but for some, cervical cancer can develop. That's why it's important for you to talk to your doctor about Pap tests.
I'm going to talk to her doctor about cervical cancer and HPV at her back-to-school checkup.
I want to tell someone that I love.
Tell someone.
Tell someone.
Tell someone.
You know, all those security scenarios we ran, I'm in the middle of one we didn't think of.
In 3 days.
Did you guys hear that?
Everything you've heard.
Why are there snakes on this plane?
Everything you've seen.
Eddie Kim managed to fill the plane with poisonous snakes.
Everything you've read is true.
Do you like roller coaster rides?
Snakes on the plane.
You okay?
I'm good. Rated R. The first to see Snakes this Thursday at 10 p.m. at selected theaters. Starts Friday.
Pillaging was great this time of year, but with so many people switching to Capital One, we've taken jobs as camp counselors. We're not exactly role models.
For low rates and great rewards, switch to Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
Put your backs into it. Must be about 2:30. Cheryl's using correction fluid to do a French manicure. Brandon's got himself another tricycle. And Adam will be attacked by killer bees in 5, 4, 3, 2. Looks like somebody missed snack time.
Get back to your senses with a new way to snack. McDonald's Snack Wrap. Tender all-white premium chicken breast meat with lettuce, cheddar jack cheese, and ranch sauce in a soft flour tortilla. Try it for just $1.29.
Nice nail, Cheryl.
Because babies communicate through touch. New Pampers Sensitive Wipes condition their skin every time you use them. New Pampers Sensitive Wipes, because every touch means so much.
They call him the Tall One.
Based on the 9/11 Commission report.
They're planning something. A terrorism beyond comprehension.
The years that led up to the attack.
We're getting threat warnings from all over the world. Everything's blinking red.
And everything that might have prevented it. So at least warn the airline. Start a panic? No. An unprecedented television event.
We had him. We're responsible.
The Path to 9/11. Premieres Sunday, September 10th at 8/7 Central. Only on ABC. Viewer discretion advised.
The Outsiders continues with Jay Shabler.
None are more striking than his dueling obsessions for isolation with his bears and celebrityhood for himself.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See much fish?
Though the Grizzlies had given him a reason to live, his video camera gave him a way to...
I'm Timothy Treadwell, your reporter on scene here, on scene with Crimson to your left, and the Big Red Machine.
By the early 90s, the failed actor was becoming a media darling, first with the show Wild Things. Then, in short order, he writes a book of his memoirs, begins attracting celebrities like Pierce Brosnan.
Watch the bear!
And stars on the Discovery Channel's Grizzly Diaries. Suddenly, the charming misfit is on the talk show circuit.
It's so funny to me. Timothy just said he's nervous. You live with grizzly bears.
Yes.
And you're nervous of my little talk show.
Yes, I'm afraid of everybody.
Oh, but give him a warm round of applause. You don't be afraid of him.
He was really excited. That was, to him, was exciting because it was being treated like a celebrity and being on there. But he also got to get his educational message out. He got to speak about Grizzly People, our organization, and he got to, you know, tell people about bears, which was all he really wanted to do.
But fame from television specials in the lower 48 didn't always play so well in Alaska. Timothy Treadwell's passions were seen as naive, and his antics spelled danger.
I can tell you that Treadwell was a capital F-O-O-L. You know, there's no other way to describe it but that, because you don't put yourself in harm's way like this.
The opinions of this local pilot were shared by many here, who felt Timothy Treadwell and his bears were on a horrific collision course. And yet Timothy seemed to only grow more convinced of his invulnerability.
If I am weak, but I will not die at their claws and paws. I will fight. I will be strong. I'll be one of them. I will be the master. Still a kind warrior.
Perhaps it was all the isolation, or maybe some of those old dreams of becoming an actor, but increasingly, Timothy Treadwell's video camera became something more than just a piece of equipment to record bear behavior. It became a kind of companion for him. And when he had a conversation with it, the wildlife he captured was all inside himself.
I always cannot understand why girls don't want to be with me for a long time, because I have really a nice personality. I don't fight with them. I'm so passive. A bit of a patsy. Which, is that a turn off to girls, to be a patsy? I mean, it's not that I'm a total great guy. I'm a lot of fun and a good life going. I don't know what's going on.
I think since James Joyce's monologues, we have not heard anything stream of consciousness. We have not heard anything of that magnitude.
Acclaimed filmmaker Werner Herzog, who was making a documentary of Timothy Treadwell called Grizzly Man, combed through 150 hours of Treadwell's footage. He came to believe...
A tough battle by Crimson. Oh, my friend, the Raven, is here.
Of course, he's troubled. He's
paranoid.
It's time for me to go in my guerrilla-style camouflage outfit.
Timothy begins seeing enemies everywhere, while there was almost no evidence. His world.
They're armed with...
Alaskan guide are a danger to his beloved bears.
I believe the guide is the person with the camera. Rocks at me. They're throwing rocks at my Quincy. Oh, that's it. That's enough of this. That's how I get Quincy. Oh.
Ironically, the pepper spray and rocks Timothy sees as weapons are considered by most authorities to be the preferred method of keeping bears at a safe distance.
I'm submitting this as Sunday, August 1st. It is 4:35 and 18 seconds on this day.
He eventually would submit this tape to the Park Service, even though many of its rangers had long ago been added to Timothy's enemies list. Feeling alternately ignored and harassed by the Park Service.
Let the fish shoot the animals, let poachers come in here and let the commercial people around with their cameras, tourists. But we're going to go screw with Timothy Treadwell because he loves animals and teaches kids for free. Well, Expedition 2001 coming to an end. The bears safely moving into their winter dens. The foxes hiding in the woods. I came here, I studied them, protected them. Back.
And when he came back, he did not come alone. Late in the summer of 2003, bush pilot Willie Fulton flew Timothy's new girlfriend, Amy Huguenard, out to the remote campsite Timothy called the Grizzly Maze. Amy had joined him in his world of danger, imagined and real.
I think she shared his affinity for the wild, and I know that she shared his beliefs, but she also did love him so much that she wanted to be with him, and she knew it was the most amazing adventure for her. She got hooked on it too.
But did she fully understand the risk? The first time she was in the wilderness with Tim, she can be seen sitting within 10 feet of a mother bear and her cubs. A more dangerous place on Earth would be hard to find. She was visibly tense, too afraid, perhaps, to even turn her head.
I sympathize and pity tremendously with the poor girl that put blind faith in this guy as knowing what he was doing.
Timothy, of course, didn't see it that way. He had a companion now in this wild place, and maybe it was Amy who was steadying this camera as the storm clouds moved in over his campsite.
Well, the expedition coming close to close, but I'm still, of course, here. It's been over 4 months in the wilderness, and a hurricane-force storm now building, over 50-mile-an-hour winds, soon over 70. The bears safely heading for their dens. The work successful. It's tough work, but it's the only work I know, and it's the only work I'll ever want.
You're watching the last pictures ever taken of Timothy Treadwell.
It's the only thing I know. It's the only thing I want to know.
But it would be the last sounds from Timothy and Amy that would come to haunt anyone who heard them.
Up next, the anatomy of a ferocious grizzly bear attack.
You must never listen to this.
When Primetime returns with The Outsiders.
Tuesday, September 12th, the Dancing with the Stars season premiere on ABC.
Here comes the bridesmaid. Look at that hair. Look at that shine. Look at that dress. Do you care? No. You've got Hello Hydration from Herbal Essences. Say hello to a fusion of coconut milk, lush orchid, and moisturizers. Say hello to hair so luscious, there's nothing you can't pull off. The new Hello Hydration collection from Herbal Essences. Luscious.
If you've had a heart attack that reduced how well your heart pumps, hear this. Your heart medications may not be enough protection. Coreg is FDA approved to increase your chance of survival. Prevent another heart attack. Coreg reduces your heart's workload to help it pump better.
For everyone, including people prone to asthma, certain heart rhythm problems, slow heart rate, or experience chest pain or an increased risk of heart attack. In some cases, patients may experience dizziness or faintness when starting.
Coreg is right for you. Adding Coreg adds cardio protection.
Oh, great. Here's my science test on igneous rocks. A-. A-. Do we separate the glass from the plastic?
You need more minutes, don't you?
Is it that obvious?
Receive alerts and allocate phone usage like an allowance with Family Monitor. A-, huh? Pretty impressive.
Thanks, Mom.
Disney Mobile, where your worlds connect. Visit DisneyMobile.com to learn more about all 4 Family Center features.
Nausea, heartburn. Your heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Back to baseball. Pink does more.
New seafood dishes inspired from around the country, like sweet Maui Luau shrimp and salmon, southern honey barbecue shrimp and chicken, and our New England lobster and shrimp. For a limited time, only at Red Lobster.
Are you a scraper? Are you a digger? It's so hard.
Bottle designed to get every last bit of mayo out.
You can bring out all the best.
Back at me.
The nightmare began 52 hours ago when 2 guns...
You want to talk about what happened in there?
A lot of things happened in there.
Oh, went through the chest.
What happened to her in there?
I'm really sorry I couldn't do more.
Series coming Wednesdays this fall after the season premiere of Lost, only on ABC.
The Outsiders continues. Once again, Jay Shadler.
On October 6, 2003, Willie Fulton returned as planned to pick up Timothy and Amy from the so-called Grizzly Maze, a patchwork of tunnels and bear paths through thick vegetation. Almost immediately, he sensed something was wrong.
Yeah, I saw, he usually leave a couple
Most of his gear would be stacked here, but there was just a couple little bear-proof cans here and all that. And then I started calling for him, you know. And no answer. You know, I was calling Tim, Amy, you know, and then so I tied up and I decided I'd walk up into the camp.
Back.
Turned around and looked, and pretty nasty. Low with his head down, just the meanest looking thing. You know, and took off, turned around, flew over camp there, and just looked down and he was just eating that. And so I circled around again, got really low, and tried to run him off just over and over again with the airplane. And every time I would come over, he'd just start eating faster and faster and crouch over this.
Of tall grass and trees, a thicket still dark with questions. Reconstructing exactly what happened that night is part speculation, part forensic science, and one thing more. Whether by accident or design, Timothy Treadwell's video camera was switched on during the bear attack. But the lens cap was still on the camera, so there are no pictures. No matter, because anyone who has listened to that tape wishes they never had.
Well, not just
two who have
killed and eaten. That was the strange part.
Our state biologist Larry Van Dale and Alaska coroner Dr. Frank Fallico.
It is an event that is indelibly embedded in my mind and will be the rest of my life.
It's probably the worst thing I've listened to in my career.
And I heard shouts. Amy was shouting. Timothy was moaning, growling, and trying to speak. And what he was saying was, run away.
It sounded like the bear had him held down and was biting him.
He punctuated his statements with screams.
And it sounds like he got quiet at that point and played dead. The bear backed off and later came back.
Suddenly, Timothy responded, hit the bear with a frying pan, whack the bear with a pan, and I think I actually heard the pan impacting with the bear.
It usually attacks on the shoulders, bites in the neck.
Timothy clearly had changed his tune to one of defense to one of resignation. I'm dying, get out of here. And that's when I think Amy realized that the end was near, and the level of her screams, the intensity of the screams increased, and then the tape stopped.
The audio tape of Timothy and Amy's death now belongs to Jewel Palavac, who says she will never listen to it. She did, however, permit director Werner Herzog to hear it, and they were both moved to tears.
I hear rain and I hear, Amy, get away, go away. Can you turn it off? Truly, you must never listen to this.
Astonishingly, this could be Tim and Amy's killer. Bear 141, tagged years earlier by Fish and Game officers, had been the bear that chased Willie Fulton back to his plane. The bear was more than 20 years old, and an older bear late in the season is a dangerous combination.
As the food sources start to dwindle, the salmon resources start to dwindle, as the berry crops disperse out, the bears will become less tolerant of each other and less tolerant of people. Most of our maulings, most of our adverse bear-human encounters happen in the fall. That's a dangerous time.
Even now, the contradictions of Timothy Treadwell's life live on. The glimmer of fame he found while he was alive is now flourishing in death.
I'm out in the prime cut of the Big Green. Behind me is Ed and Rowdy.
And some of the very bears Timothy sought to protect have suffered too. In the hours immediately after the maulings, park rangers arrived at the grizzly maze to investigate. They were charged by 2 bears, including number 141, who they were forced to shoot and kill. A later examination revealed the remains of Tim and Amy inside. Today, watching Timothy's remarkable footage, it's impossible not to surrender to the wonder of his world. For 13 summers, he lived with the big bears and his big dreams. You may choose not to admire him, but it is hard not to marvel at him.
Grizzly Man, the Werner Herzog documentary that includes that incredible footage shot by Timothy Treadwell himself.
Next, it was love at first sight. But she's not talking about her husband. She's talking about their pet chimp.
The very first time I met Mo, it's like two minds that meet and become one.
It's a different kind of animal magnetism when The Outsiders returns on Primetime.
Three screens, wireless, broad, bringing you all the ways you see your world, all on the most complete and secure network. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
Want the secret to healthy skin? It's just below the surface. Introducing the newest Lubriderm Skin Nourishing Lotion with natural sea kelp extract. It helps dry skin absorb and retain moisture, so it's naturally healthy. New Lubriderm Skin Nourishing Lotion with sea kelp extract.
Ever notice how once your roots start showing, that's all you can think about?
Try Root Touch-Up from Nice and Easy. In 10 minutes, it flawlessly matches your color, no matter which brand you use. Nice and Easy Root Touch-Up, the color-matching breakthrough from Clairol.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?
Tonight, we're having something that makes me very happy. A KFC build-your-own variety bucket. I got you crispy strips, you boneless honey barbecue wings, and you original recipe.
And that makes you happy?
That and you doing the dishes.
KFC's Build-Your-Own Variety Bucket. Choose any 3 of 6 KFC favorites, like original recipe, crispy strips, and regular or boneless honey barbecue wings. You choose any 3 for just $9.99. Give the people what they want at KFC. And for lunch, don't forget the 99-cent KFC snacker.
Sharper, smarter, brighter. ABC News Nightline.
Does this say hip late-night TV talk show host or a bored French housewife on her way to an affair?
Callista Flockhart returns to TV with Rachel Griffiths, Bob Zargetti, and Sally Field in a new series, Brothers and Sisters, premieres Sunday, September 24th, only on ABC.
They loved him like their child, ate with him, slept with him. He even had his own credit card, but he's a chimp.
That's the boy!
Can you love your pets too much? Primetime, The Outsiders, continues after this from our ABC stations.
This fall, Ted Danson puts the psycho in psychotherapist.
I had a patient who got so wasted he crawled into bed with his ex-wife.
That's really pathetic.
These things happen.
Help Me, Help You. Premieres Tuesday, September 26th, only on ABC.
Good evening, I'm Steve Dunn.
And I'm Deborah Knapp. Coming up tonight at 11 on KATU News, we continue to follow the developing story of the pipe bombs in Salem. We'll have the very latest, plus information on a sizable reward in the case.
A Clark County fair ride leaves a brother and sister with broken arms, what they were doing at the time.
Also, why lots of coffee can actually help you prevent a heart attack.
Plus, a forecast that brings another possible heat wave. Rod Hill will have details at 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Only one heavy-duty truck has the most towing and payload with an exclusive tow command system and the best four-wheel disc braking system in the business, Ford Super Duty. More trucks on the road with over 250,000 miles. Now, get $4,000 cash on Super Duty. Plus, current Ford owners get an additional $1,000 for a total of $5,000 cash. Ford Super Duty, the world's #1 truck with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Visit your Northwest Ford stores today.
Welcome to Osprey Point in Ridgefield, Washington. Find your dream home here. Extended by popular demand, Pacific Lifestyle Homes offers special 4.5% financing for a limited time at select communities. Visit us at northclarkcountyhomes.com.
You are the purpose of our work.
The reason
we run.
The reason we serve.
we will treat you with respect.
Like our family and friends. Because you
have feelings and emotions.
We are dependent.
Dependent on you. The lifeblood. The lifeblood.
The lifeblood
of our company.
We will treat you like our business depends on it.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Because it does.
An unwanted guest runs wild at a hotel at 11.
The Outsiders continues with John Quinones.
We all know people who treat their pets, their dogs and cats, like children. But when that pet could grow to just a few pounds shy of King Kong, well, it's a different story. Mo is a chimp, although from the way his devoted owners treated him, you would think he was a human member of the family. So as we take another look, we're wondering, who's the real outsider here, Mo or his owners? Most of us see chimps this way, lovable, comical. So close to people, we sometimes use them in commercials to make fun of ourselves.
But sir, I just think it's a bad idea to name a product the Titanic.
He's such a delightful guy to be around. And
others, like St. James Davis, take it a step farther. He considers this chimp his son.
Even at age 20 and 30, he was still glad to live at home.
So how is it that such a loving relationship could lead Davis to this?
911. 911 emergency, this is Animal Haven Ranch. I had a man down. We need an ambulance here now.
From a wild animal sanctuary near Bakersfield, California, the horror of a 150-pound ape knocking the 62-year-old Davis to the ground and viciously mauling him.
You're attacked by two chimpanzees. I need an ambulance here immediately. He is very critical.
I couldn't do anything to help him. The only thing I did was get down and tell him that he couldn't die, that he had to be okay, that I wasn't going to leave him there.
LaDonna Davis is St. James's wife. She was his girlfriend 40 years ago, the day this story really starts in Africa. Davis, then a rookie on the NASCAR racing circuit, is on safari in Tanzania. He comes across an infant chimpanzee like this one, orphaned by poachers. Davis names the baby chimp Mo, adopts him, and brings him home to California, into the arms of his childhood sweetheart, LaDonna.
And the very first time I met Mo, it was love at first sight. You early on look into your eyes, and it's like two minds that meet and become one.
And there the love story began.
There the love story begins. Right there, he's chuckling.
Mo is now part of the family, the ring bearer at their wedding.
Such a great memory.
As a young chimp, he sleeps with them in the same bed.
He used to love to come in and sit between us.
He even dines at the family table.
French toast breakfast on Sunday morning.
Was he like a child to you?
I had cancer at an early age, so I had to have a hysterectomy.
You couldn't have children?
Couldn't have children. And Mo kind of...
really the child you never had?
Never had. And received all of our benefits, all of our love, our attention, was always with us.
But chimps are animals, they're not humans.
That's right. I wasn't trying to make Mo into something that he wasn't.
Chimp or child, soon Mo's popularity spreads throughout his West Covina neighborhood and beyond. He entertains children, some of them blind or autistic, and he starts bringing home a little cash. For a while, Mo was one of several chimps cast in the 1980s sitcom BJ and the Bear.
What's that? Oh, that's my partner, Bear. He's dangerous. You better frisk him, too.
Life must have been a blast around him, never a dull moment.
Yes. Interesting, fulfilling, challenging, learning, always learning.
It's easy to see how the Davises could think of Mo as family. Cody here is 5 years old. He's incredibly affectionate, fun-loving, and smart. Come here, Cody. Come here, Cody. Come. He has the intelligence of a 4-year-old child and understands a few hundred words. Kiss. He weighs 50 pounds right now, but in a few years, you won't be able to hold him like this. His weight will more than triple, and his strength will be 3 times that of a man. And not only that, cute as they are as babies, when they mature, chimps undergo a personality change.
Although they look very nurturing and sweet when they're in a social environment, they can be very aggressive.
Jenny McNary is curator of mammals at the Los Angeles Zoo.
They can cause serious damage to each other. When the males fight, if it's an aggressive fight, there are some pretty nasty bite wounds. You can get broken arms, broken bones. They can be very, very aggressive in a fight over dominance or over territory.
That side of chimpanzee behavior is rarely seen. Watch this video. A pack of adult males showing dominance overwhelms, dismembers, and eventually kills another chimp in an almost ritualized fashion.
And the first thing they do is they take off the hands, the feet, the testicles, the ears.
Timmy DeRosa knows how vicious those attacks can be. She spent a lot of time with chimps founding a charity that helps care for retired apes from TV and films. She loves them, but never forgets they're animals.
When they attack, they are dead serious about it.
It's something the Davises would never have imagined with their beloved Mo. But all that seems to change one day in 1998 when an accidental electric shock makes Mo jump from his cage. This is the scene as he runs, frightened, into the neighborhood. Friends of the family try to calm him down, but Mo gets spooked when the police show up, first attacking the squad car.
I'm glad he hit the door, not the window, otherwise he would have shattered the window and probably grabbed a handful of me.
And then going after another cop.
He bit a police officer. Evidently, the officer laid an arm on Mo's shoulder, and all Mo did was turn and bite right here, right at the hand, to release.
Animal control officers are called in to subdue the chimp, chasing him around this car and finally shooting him with a tranquilizer gun. Mo is stuffed into the back seat and hauled back to his cage. But this is just the beginning of a lot of trouble for Mo and the Davises. A year later, Mo bites a woman's finger, and the city of West Covina decides enough is enough. They're coming to tranquilize him and take him away.
He's sitting down, crying for help. I think he was so scared, and they bring him out and place him into a small facility that they wheel through the yard to the back and put him in a horse trailer.
And that's the last time he was in your house?
They didn't have to do what they did. I was insulted. I was destroyed. I felt betrayed by the same city that I felt we did a lot for in all the previous years.
The city charges them with a crime, harboring a dangerous animal. And worse, they keep Mo in chimp jail as evidence.
What was their crime? To love him, to nurture him, to support him. This is not a crime.
High-profile defense attorney Gloria Allred says the fight quickly becomes a custody battle between the city and the Davises.
So they separated Mo from the only parents he had ever known, took him to the wildlife way station, and there they were, separated for the first time in so many years.
We love Mo! We love Mo!
I want our family back together. I know he wants to be with us.
They are not going to agree in advance to exile Mo, to ban him from the city of West Covina. We fought, and we fought hard, and we told them, if you want a monkey trial in the city of West Covina, you're going to get a monkey trial.
Well, the city doesn't want a monkey trial after all, and finally caves in on the criminal charges. But they do keep Mo in an animal shelter away from the Davises, and it takes 4 years to work out a compromise. They ship Mo to a new home the Davises can actually visit.
See, I'm going to keep you going. I'm going to keep you going.
The Animal Haven Sanctuary. He'll be held with fellow retired chimp actors, Buddy and Ollie.
Buddy, he was so gentle. He used to wipe my face and take sleep out of my eye or just pick my eyelashes. He would put his arm around me. I would kiss him. He was just the most loving, loving chimpanzee.
Timmy DeRosa's charity helps pay to move Mo to this loving environment, and it seems like a happy ending.
We were thinking we would take a trailer up there, plant a few little flowers around the trailer, and could go and visit in the spring weather. And
Then comes his birthday.
Then his birthday, yes.
It's supposed to be a celebration, but this fateful day will change everything.
Up next, from a birthday celebration for their son to a killing spree. What drove these chimps to do it, and who ends up dead?
Gonna slam you against the wall and just rip you to shreds. That's a chimpanzee.
When Primetime, The Outsiders, returns.
The all-new Mazda CX-7 has got the press making a lot of noise. And it all started with a whisper. The turbocharged, direct-injected 2007 Mazda CX-7 Sport starts at $24,310. Or get a special introductory $299 a month lease for 24 months with $3,274 to a lease signing. The SUV you never saw coming has arrived.
Listen, your performance has gotten sloppy. You don't get your work done. It just accumulates everywhere. I need to do some house cleaning. I'm gonna have to let you go.
Looking for a better way to dust? Get Swiffer Dusters. It has thousands of dust-locking fibers to trap and lock the dirt and dust that old dusting methods leave behind.
Impressive work.
Swiffer gives cleaning a whole new meaning. And for hard-to-reach areas, there's a Swiffer Dusters with an extendable handle.
Wednesday on Medical Mysteries. What if someone told you you weren't the mother of your children, even though you know you gave birth to them? What bizarre medical twist occurred in her mother's womb? And his body is slowly changing, turning to bone as his parents watch. Can medicine keep him safe? Plus, hearing colors, tasting shapes? How do you explain these mixed-up sensory signals? Don't miss Primetime's Medical Mysteries, Wednesday at 10/9 Central, only on ABC.
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say sit down, it's just talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through. Lay down a list of what is wrong, the things you told him all along. Pray to God he hears you, and pray to God he hears you. And where did I go wrong? I lost a friend. Where along in the bitterness, and I put out later you all night, and I know how to save a life.
Meredith? The season premiere of Grey's Anatomy, Thursday, September 21st at 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
Now is the best time ever to get a new Dodge. Get our employee price and get 0% financing or a cash allowance of up to $4,500 on most models. And if not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days. Get employee pricing plus on the Hemi-powered Dodge Ram, Durango with best-in-class interior room, the hot new Dodge Charger, or Grand Caravan with exclusive stow-and-go seating, all with employee pricing plus 0% financing or a cash allowance, and our 30-day return program. Hurry, offers end August 31st.
Talk, 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 and save. For a limited time, get Comcast Digital Voice for just $24.99 a month for 3 months with free installation. With Comcast Digital Voice, long-distance calling in the U.S. and to Canada is always free. So talk all you want. And talk about value. Comcast has more free calling features than Verizon or Quest. Call now for this huge deal on Comcast Digital Voice. Just $24.99 a month. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Call 1-888-SO-EASY-4 today.
Bold lines, rugged lines, spacious lines, innovative lines, powerful lines. And now you get the bottom line during Nissan's national sales event. Like $2,750 cash back or 1% financing on the full-size Nissan Titan King Cab. See your Nissan dealer. Offers end September 5th, and that's the bottom line.
The Outsiders continues with John Quinones.
High in the hills above Bakersfield, California, St. James and LaDonna Davis are throwing a birthday party for Mo, a chimpanzee they consider their son. But the celebration is about to dissolve into brutal horror and death.
James got the chocolate milk out of the back seat and went up to where Mo was, because Mo was clapping his hands. He knew that, boy, this was the time, so clapping that hands. And James kept saying, "I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming." And I said good morning to him, gave him a kiss, set the cake down in the box, and opened up the bag of goodies.
Just like a birthday party
Just
for
like
any
a little
other
birthday
child.
party.
But what they don't know is that just around the corner, 4 other chimps, including Buddy and Ollie, have figured out a way to break out of their cages.
How did they get out of their cage?
One of the female's bones, they had a locking device. It's a pin that they put in, and she was able to get a stick and jar it out.
I immediately realized that there were animals loose. Before I could get turned back around, I was hit from behind. I must have reached my hand out to fall, and when I did, the thumb got crunched off.
By what?
By the big male. He was at my back.
He bit you.
Bit me.
It was like the chimp attack in the jungle. The chimps leave LaDonna and, in full rage, turn their attention to her husband, St. James, to dismember him.
The big male took off to my husband's face, his head area, while he's on the ground. And the smaller one that must have been behind went to his foot area.
Tearing away at him.
Yes, tearing away at him. And I'm begging that somebody do something here. Please do something.
A ranch hand hears the screaming and comes running with a gun.
He's telling me he needs to get a better shot. He needs to get another shot is to not shoot my husband. So he shoots the big male that's at my husband's head area.
But what about the other chimp? The ranch hand runs back into the house to get more ammunition.
The other male that was at my husband's foot pulled my husband probably about another 30 feet down a path and into the parking area, and was proceeding to gnaw on his left foot. And I am pleading that somebody do something here. He is covered in blood, and there are things all over the place, and I am going frantic. So he shoots the second male.
Fire department, what is the address of your emergency? Yes, ma'am, I need an ambulance here immediately. The Animal Haven Chimpanzee Sanctuary. All right, this individual attacked by 2 chimpanzees. He is very critical. 2 that did attack him are down. I have just shot them.
I couldn't do anything to help him. The only thing I did was get down and tell him that he couldn't die, that he had to be okay, that I wasn't going to leave him there.
Those may have been the last words that St. James heard from his wife of 34 years. While Mo, the innocent bystander, cowers in the corner of his cage, St. James is medevaced to Loma Linda Hospital, where doctors try to restore some of his face and limbs. But the big question, why the chimps attacked, is hard to explain, even for animal experts.
What does it take for them to attack a man, human being?
It could be fear, it could be territory. There could be a variety of things that would cause an animal to attack. But if I was sitting in the back area with our chimps and I was kind of interacting with one that I knew, if that particular chimp was subordinate and maybe I was feeding it grapes, you might get a dominant chimp coming over to push that chimp out of the way or to threaten me, bobbing its head, grunting at me, to threaten me. Was it because I was feeding that chimp grapes, or was it because that chimp didn't feel that I should be interacting with a more subordinate chimp? I mean, it's complicated. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes exactly why they're reacting the way they are.
After almost 6 months in the hospital and dozens of life-saving surgeries, St. James Davis miraculously returned home.
Welcome home, St. James. Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's come a long way in relatively what I consider to be a very short time. It's less than 6 months, and he's able to come home, and we are not finished with our life together and our affection for each other.
He still faces more surgeries to repair his torn body and has not seen Mo since the day of the attack.
I would heal a lot better if we could be together again.
How is he doing, Mo?
He was depressed for a couple days. I mean, he's lonely. How could he not be?
Luckily, Mo, who recently turned 40, just moved to a new animal sanctuary closer to the Davises, where St. James hopes to be able to visit soon. Because one thing is certain, the Davises' strange bond with Mo, the chimp they call their son, lives on.
Wave! Wave! Wave!
We'll be right back with more of The Outsiders.
Next at 11, the decision is in Hillsborough. Is it now illegal to discriminate against someone based on their sexual orientation? A popular lake will be going away after this year, and the carnival ride that left a brother and sister with broken arms. Next.
Great Southwest, Applebee's takes it down a whole new road with their Southwest Fiesta, home of the new Santa Fe three-course combo, featuring the untamed layered enchilada. Layer upon layer of fantastic festive flavors. Toss in a salad and a slice of key lime cheesecake for dessert. It's one big deal for one small price. Get moving Southwest for the Santa Fe three-course combo. Only at Applebee's new Southwest Fiesta. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm a very calm person till I'm on the phone trying to order 20 pounds of pork when my wireless network. So I switched to Singlers All Over Network, the network with the fewest dropped calls. That's right. Testing from the leading independent research company proves it. Finito. So if you... And get Singular.
Singular, with the fewest dropped calls, raising the bar.
Part of you is afraid to treat your menopausal symptoms. Part of you is afraid not to. That's why there's nomenopause.com, the website with information to help you. Because part of you has heard different things about hormone therapy and finds it confusing, while the other part just wants relief. Check out nomenopause.com today. Your whole self will know a whole lot more. nomenopause.com.
You haven't loved a salad until you've spritzed it. Introducing Wishbone Salad Spritzers. Delicious vinaigrettes you spray. Just the way you like, any way you like.
When allergies hit, mucus crowds into your sinuses.
The more, the miserable.
Mucinex D breaks up mucus that causes congestion and sinus pressure.
There she blows!
Mucinex D, Mucinex in, mucus out.
That's our show for tonight, but watch Nightline after your local news. And we'll be back next Tuesday with more of The Outsiders, including an update on those notorious little sisters that some dub the White Power Olsen twins. I'm John Quinones, and for all of us here at Primetime, good night.
Primetime is always on, even when your television isn't. Just go to abcnews.com to get all access to the exclusive interviews, hidden camera investigations. Get deeper inside the story. ABC News is always on for you at abcnews.com.
Tuesday, September 12th, the Dancing with the Stars season premiere on ABC.
Next at 11, investigators say they know where the fire started in a Salem furniture store, but there's more to the story and why this man took it all off in the river.